I mean, we can do this at some point. I will have. I missed it. You moused over after a PvE fight, and there was no grid meeting. It was probably 0. Yeah, it is like like I was like super certain it works that way, and then there were like 5 people in chat telling me I'm wrong there, and I was like, okay, maybe. So yeah, okay. So I will take like probably more like a 5-minute break just to get a bite in and refill everything. And then I will be back for another game. If anyone of the people with moderator rights want to make a poll about, I don't know, I don't think I want to play ranked anymore today. I feel already a little bit too exhausted for that. So probably no ranked, but like, I don't know, off meta dually, Meta Dooley, off Meta Dooley, Pygmalion and Vanessa would have been probably some decent options. And if there is another option that is not including ranked, feel free to include it and make a poll. And then I will be back in just a bit, like 3 to 5 minutes. Just takes maybe a little bit longer than normal because I want to actually take a bigger bite. And then I will be back. And we are keeping going. I don't mind playing my Snazer special ignition and combat core, not combat core, companion core special, but I also don't mind playing another pick Vanessa off meta the core build. So make a poll, and whatever the poll decides is gonna happen just for the next game, and then we might finish anyway with a ignition core, companion core, Snazer special. So we have still like those in the run and in the cycle. I feel like this is probably how I want to approach today. And then I will be back in just a bit. Thank you all for staying around so far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Streaming means a lot to me. Yeah, thank you so much. Also, thank you for staying around. For those who take the opportunity to leave, feel free, obviously. Hope you tune in again. Having a good day, a good night, wherever you are. And see you in just a bit. Okay, I am back. I have not seen a poll on the side. Maybe I should figure out how to do that then. While restarting the game. Also, thank you all for staying around. It means a lot to me. Yeah, let me maybe figure that out. Just poll, okay. And then opens up a setup menu. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Question, what's next? Response 1, of meta duly, Vanessa, pick. Can I think of anything else? It's no problem. I'm taking care of it now. No hard feelings here. Duration, 1 minute. What's next? Of meta duly, meta duly, Vanessa, and Pygmalion. Probably those is what I'm interested in. So let's see. I didn't expect this game to be so addictive. I can't stop playing it. Yeah, I also feel like one more run, and then it's like, even if I'm playing fast, half an hour later or something, and then I just like one more run and half an hour later, and then I forget to, I don't know, do something I wanted to do actually, or sleep or whatever. I mean, with streaming, it's a little bit different because it is kind of exhausting at the moment still for me. So, like, after streaming, I'm often like, just, I'm done for the day. But yeah, it's a good game. I like this game as well. Try 10 wins with the one slot empty on every time. I mean, we could make this probably easily work on Dually. I wouldn't say we should play a weaker class and then try to make it work, but it's no problem, Toki, don't you worry. So the majority said Vanessa. That was 10 votes. Pick was on 6, and the rest was only 1. So, well, I was probably completely wrong in my estimations here about what people want to see. So we are playing a Vanessa run. So what is Vanessa doing when she wants to win? She's playing a weapon, right? Reinhardt said, like in the interview, I have heard at least half the interview with Shoku. I hope I pronounced his name right. That Reinhardt is still super baffled by the fact that people are not playing full weapon builds, especially on Vanessa. Though, I don't know, like every single time I faced those, if you don't have the augmentatory weaponry, I don't know, they poke you and then you're dead. They're dead. Like the little bit of damage that even a full weapon build isn't generally outputting is just not strong enough. And then you just get like bursted out by any build that bursts you out. So I don't yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's one weapon build. I have the same intuition. I mean, you can do other. This looks already like doomed, right? I look at that stuff here. I feel like I want to hit the concede button. It's the same as seeing the 3 red cores. Piranha is not like, I mean, it deals double crit, but until we have in crit, there is nothing going on with like 5 seconds deal 10 damage. So there's no scaling. There's nothing. There's uh, what should I do? I can sit there and look every build like out shielding, out damage, out whatever. Harpoon, like okay, maybe he has a small item. Nice, I destroy it, and then I'm sitting there and I'm dead. 20 shield, and when I use another aquatic item, charge this by 1. Okay, probably already better than the Piranha on day 1 because I shield 20 and I can charge it a little bit. But are we honest here? Is this ever winning any fights? I don't think so. I don't know what I would find even that wins me day 1 here. When you buy an aquatic item, this gains +6 heal. Wasn't it increasing value stuff? I don't know. Wasn't it the item, or was it a different one? Or like a lot of items that you could at least use to generate gold in the future. So they would increase their value, and then you increase their heal, and then you sell it off and you are good off. But that it ain't happening here. Even if let's say I buy fully 5 aquatic items by the end of the day. And that is, I don't know where I want to buy 5 aquatic items on day 1 with 8 gold. But let's say we're doing it. It's like 40 heal everything. So it's only good if my opponent is basically not stacking shield nor stacking burn or poison on me. Maybe that is the way to go, but then I can also go with like 20 shield and say this is more. Concede would be okay, I would say. Yeah. Harpoon can be good. I mean, Harpoon the most money there. Yeah, but what do I care? Like the whole idea of this silver item though is it is a little bit stronger than the bronze items, and then you stand a fighting chance against, I don't know, dualies. Yeah, I would say this is a rather underwhelming set of items. Pearl next to Jellyfish for haste builds. There's options here. Pearl is part of the infinite combo with haste like Water Wheel. Coral does that. Harpoon is fun. Pearl into smaller aquatic items. Okay. Let's not concede. We want to see in which state Vanessa is. I agree. After very thorough consideration, Pearl is probably the best item out of those. We can at least do something with it. Get a small aquatic item. I mean, there's synergies. Ammo items. Don't think there are much synergy. Or we say Vanessa likes to level up, and maybe we get like an edge on level up and rewards and stuff. And then like 2 gold is pretty good. Probably better than a freebie. I don't know what is in that pool, I will be honest. Like, there might be a good item here, but there might also be bad items. I would wager this is a consistent play even if there are good items. Probably we want to take the banana ball here. There's not too much pyro going on. Right, we don't have like any burn yet. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe the duct tape is doing anything in the future. Good luck, friend. I wish you all the high roll. Yeah. Rifle. Add ammo. But like a bronze rifle. And I don't think that it's an aquatic item that triggers my pearl. So I will shoot this my opponent for, I don't know what a bronze rifle is doing, like, I don't know, 5, 10. That's like poking my book. So I poke my opponent, and once in a while I get 20 shield, and any meaningful item that does something is winning. So, okay, I get a rifle, and then I'm still screwed. So I don't see it. I feel like the level up strategy here is what I want to go for. And then I will level up now, and the only shop I got are small items. So let's make sure we are filling up at least our board with stuff that does stuff. Okay. This is aquatic item. And then I charged this, so hell yeah. This was, well, once a tour, but it's still an aquatic item, so hell yeah. This, I mean, it's something on the board that does something. probably I still need to fill like 3 more spots here, so probably hell yeah, I buy it. Okay, good talk there. There's a silencer, that is a premium item for the future. And then I can buy this or that. So this is like nerfed into the grounds kinda, because even though it crits a little bit here and there, it will run out of ammo. And I don't think the shoe blade is gonna do enough of crits here. It's a little bit bursty, but like, look. Reload 2 every, on average once, and then maybe at best get like 1 reload here. I take the hand axe here, call it a day, say I have stuff. Okay, my board is looking a little bit like something on the ways of this year, probably. And I can upgrade a bronze item, and we are saying we are saved if at some point we're playing a 1-weapon build, because that's the only viable build that is at least reliable, achievable, right? I will not say there might be this and that you can do in the future, and then, I don't know, you have like your nifty water wheel build or whatever. But I would wager the one build that you can at least try to achieve sometimes would be a build of 1 weapon, and then the silencer is a very key item. So I will say I invest here in the future, upgrade the silencer, no discussion there. This is faster than this. Position does not matter, right? It's like when you use another aquatic item, so it doesn't matter where the aquatic item is. So probably this is my build. Whether this is good, I wouldn't say so, but it is items on the board. It's better than this shoe. The revolver is better than this shoe? Yeah, there's Thunder, sure. I mean, this fight would have been maybe closer, and we had a sort of ammo going in our way. But yeah, that was a question whether I ever think the clam upgrade could be more pivot options. So I don't know what it does anymore, and maybe it's increase the targets, right? And then let's look it up. I'm not even certain I would for sure know what the clam is doing anymore if you upgrade it. So yeah, okay, it's increase the targets there. So why do I think ever hitting 2 targets for 1 slow is helping me so much in the future? Like, I cannot see it. Like, Vanessa is probably the hero that struggles the most at the moment, if we are all honest, because, and I have said that a couple of times, like, and I think it is like a little bit of an oversight, or something they didn't have time to consider or whatever. Like, it's not meant in the form of criticism as they did bad. It's just like how it is, right? It's they did a lot of changes and they didn't consider everything. But I feel like the problem with the weapons is, in general, or with Vanessa, is, first of all, obviously pufferfish is out, but second of all, the weapons needed the weapon skills. If I had like plus, I don't know, 12 damage on all my weapons early here, like a lot of weapons would be really, really strong and competitive. But since we don't have skills, the weapons will just fall short in general. I feel like that is the huge, like, problem with Vanessa at the moment. Why Vanessa cannot compete in general. And as Reynard said, and there he is absolutely correct, it is the most likely build. It's the easiest build to achieve. Like, there's so many weapons. So if you have that opportunity in the early game to use your weapons to hit your opponent and win the first few days, that's pretty good. It is not possible. Like, I'm telling you, it's any good build is beating it. And I feel like that is the reason why Vanessa is struggling so much. And yeah, I agree that I think like silencer is a key item here to upgrade. I don't think it's even close against the clam, by the way, just to point that really clearly out. I don't know if they overreacted because she was that strong. I mean, she was definitely too strong, but I don't know. I feel like that is where it went south. Like it went south because they didn't test enough maybe how Vanessa weapons are going without skills. Or maybe, I don't know, all of us have not figured out how to play Vanessa weapons, and I will maybe not figure it out or stumble onto it, but I cannot see the strength of those small pokey weapons. Okay, I mean there are skills that will, augmentary weaponry, whatever. The 10th major skill is obviously a huge exclusion here. Do I want to go for the mountain pass or look at items at JJ? I don't think. I think like the general idea is getting strong items, and those are mostly like enablers for the one weapon build, and those are large items like crow's nest and maybe a ship and maybe other stuff. So I would wager going to JJ here and spending the gold is not improving my overall game plan how I can recover. Small friend is a small friend, but getting XP in is also good. I think I could take a risk here, but who do I beat? No one. So we are taking the conservative approach. I'm not really rich here, but looking at silver tier items might save me, so let's see if I can get a save. I would say that is considered probably a future save at least. When you burn, reload this. Well, where's the lighter when I need it? I don't know. So, do I buy this and hope I find a lighter? Because it might be strong in that case, right? But without any burn, this is doing anything, and I would have to sell a lot of items to get it, and then I cannot use it. I don't think a turtle shell is also getting us anywhere. Like, we are shielding like a little bit here and there, and then we're dead. So, this, I mean, might win us if we finding some burn items. But also, I don't want to invest in it yet, so we're skipping. Do I think I can ever beat a rogue scrapper? I would wager not. Can I beat the 10 city major? I would wager yes. And as we talked about, there is augmented weaponry. That is a skill that is very powerful and enables our weapon builds again. So probably we should fight him and hope for that skill, because that is more value to me than that. So 10 city major, and we are hitting him in the head and hope we're surviving here. Camera is based if you go proboscis build. Okay, yeah. Seems not like something I would reliable do. So good talk there. Is that a silent shoe blade? They will never hear it common. Okay, yeah, that is a good one. Loose aches. Yeah, you're correct. It is stronger. Good call. Good call there. I should have. Yeah, it's a consideration. Not worth the damage. Yeah. You're correct. For the future. I mean, I would have considered that after the end of the day when we found our stuff, but that is still a good remark. So yeah, it's still correct. Okay, we didn't get the skill, so the idea is still force the one we've been built and hope we're getting over the line, okay? I still think we don't want to invest into bronze tier skills. I mean, I'm not to have played Vanessa this patch at all, so I wouldn't know. Maybe there are some broken ones, but I would wager it's the same as Pygmalion and Dooley. If not, feel free to chime in and correct me about which skill I should value very highly here. But in general, I would say I want to build first my board and then my skills, and not the other way around. So Pip is not the thing. A small aquatic item is I look at something and I get a freebie kinda, or I go to Kino and I can go shopping. Like, I wish I had like the sort of like in Battlegrounds on the right, like all the items listed or something. It would be a lot easier. Do I think like, I want to be a one weapon build? What's supporting that? A friend, other things, I don't know. Stuff. I don't know. I don't want to look at stuff. I want to have gold to buy better stuff. So let's do that. Probably still want to get a weapon because that is not a good weapon. Upgrading Chimera, I don't think so. When this gains haste, yeah, I don't think so too. Silencer is golden already, so we cannot upgrade a golden item. We only can upgrade a bronze item. A friend is a friend. Scrap shield is a scrap shield. Sharpening stones, I don't know. I want to have a weapon. There's a katana. That sounds a lot better than the stuff I had here. So that feels strong. That feels strong. That is a weapon. That is what I call a weapon, by the way. So, are there any medium items I can think of without playing Vanessa that are strong? I would wager maybe, but also maybe not. And there's Monster Loot, and I like Monster Loot a lot. I will look chat, and then I will probably pick the Monster Loot. Gold Silencer, they do pretty good. Yeah. I started here just to pick it out. I started on a Pearl. I want to bring it out there with what I started. Okay, some good silver skills, but probably most of them are gold. That's silver, okay. Hello, live. Welcome. How's it going? Good. We're experimenting a lot today. I had a Pygmalion game, my, I don't know, first this patch for sure, and probably fourth or fifth in total. And we had a Vanessa game where we looked how I can make, like, this is the Vanessa game. We can see how we can make her work. Starshot, Astrolabe, Wheel Rope. Okay, yeah, there are medium items that are good. Okay. But Monster Loot is most likely better. Okay. Sniper, Capture Wheel, German army has